Oh, that is a bastard. Oh, that is a bastard. What is going on? What is going on? Rip, are we back? Can you guys hear me? Where did it leave off at? The stream died. Wow, that sucks. So where did we leave off of Subclay? Oh god, that sucked that the stream died there. Can you guys... fuck. That's fucking retarded. Where did we... Kai Kiske, what's up, dude? We were actually just talking about fragrances, dude, and you missed it. Green Pool Ball. So where did we drop off at? I don't know. I was talking about Smash Brothers, so where did it drop off at? That sucks. I don't know where we dropped off at. We were talking about Smash. Wow, that's retarded. Now I gotta put the link in Twitter again. I gotta show my goddamn channel again, motherfucker. God damn it. We back. Yeah, we're back. But where did it die? That is the question. The question is, where did it die? That's retarded. That is very frustrating that it died right there. Well, let's put a link back on all YouTube. Let's try this again. We're gonna try. We're dedicated. We're dedicated to the process of making this work. Goddamn bastard, we back. We back, you motherfucker. That's very stupid that happened. Why did that happen? Let's try again.
Let him say we're crazy.
Corvdex? I'm probably not saying that right. Oh boy, that is very frustrating that it died like that. That's annoying. Oh, what a bummer. Well, let's give it a couple minutes to see if people come back. That sucks. That's frustrating. Let them say we're crazy. What do they know? Excuse me. Oh, that sucks. That very sucks. That sucks, Rooney. Sucks a Rooney. Sucks a Rooney. That's frustrating that happened. Kazuya looks fucking busted. I don't think I've really seen almost anything for him. Like I said, but yeah, we were talking about Smash, but like I said, I think Corvell. What's up, Corvell? But yeah. Oh, it's frustrating that happened. Maybe it's a sign that we should just finish the stream and talk about the changes I said I would give Goku. I kind of wanted to talk more about Japan, though. I like the Japan conversations. The Japan conversations were good. But it just was not meant to be. Fuck my titties. Boom, boom. I'd like to visit South Korea someday. Yeah, I feel like Korea is probably a place that, Korea's a place that, you know, I feel like Korea is so popular that I gotta see it just once, right? Just to see what all the fuss is about, so to speak. See if the girls are hot. See how fake everybody looks. How fake does everybody look in Korea? You ever go to an arcade place in Japan? Yes, I went to a few arcades, but I only ever played video games once. Like I said, I don't really play a lot of video games, so I checked out the arcades, but I didn't play, if that makes sense. When I went to, because you got to remember, I remember arcades. I'm old enough to remember arcades, so when I went to Japan, you know, it was interesting that arcades were there, but it's kind of like, I've seen arcades. Plus, I said this before, coincidentally enough, the dirtiest places in Japan were the arcades. So I thought it was actually kind of, I thought it was kind of sad if you think about it, because Japan is ridiculously clean. Japan is so incredibly clean, it's ridiculous, right? But the dirtiest place in all of Japan was always the arcades. And I thought that was kind of sad. And it's weird because Japan, I feel like every arcade that I went to was like this too. All the arcades were like multiple stories. So they'll have like fighting games on one story, or they will have you know, like crane games, UFO games on one story, whatever it is, or one floor. And so like the first floor is always the crane games, and it's always so clean and immaculate. But then once you go upstairs, it's the fighting games, and everybody is smoking, and it's just full of cigarettes, and it's just fucking awful. Like I said, I was not impressed with the arcades in Japan. It's cool that they exist. It was cool that arcades exist, but they were not impressive, if that makes sense, you know? Oh, Nobu, sup, Clayton. Cloud, what's up? So yeah, it was cool that the stuff exists, but it was not, you know, impressive, so to speak. You know, that is definitely something like, man, you would leave the arcade and you just reek of cigarettes and just fuck, dude. So yeah, I went to a few arcades, but I only ever played once because it just really, like I said, I didn't go to Japan to play video games, so it's not really, you know, I was in Japan to hang out, go on an adventure, so, you know, it didn't really interest me playing video games, so to speak. Had other things to do. Interest me. Fun fact, you can go to jail in South Korea if you insult anyone on the internet. Really? I did not know that. We got an arcade out here, and it only has old school fighting games like Street Fighter 2 and Mortal Kombat 2. Yeah, we still... I mean, you know, arcade, I mean, you can find arcades in places, but I meant in terms of, like, you know, I remember I've been to some pretty big fucking arcades when I was a kid. You know, so it was kind of, it's just kind of whatever. Right? It's like this, I've already had this part of my life. Like, video games are, which maybe sounds weird since I'm talking to you guys while this shit is here, but you know, video games are kind of, you know, whatever, right? So, but, you know, I mean, I'm sure some people probably, it's really neat to see, right? So, yeah, it's literally only like one row of machines. I couldn't even call it arcade, so just some video games there, basically. Who just sent me all these voice messages? What? How dare you? But anyway, I guess we can finish up some questions and then maybe talk about these changes, I guess, since that kind of that really kind of killed the mood when everything just died like that. Fighter Z is getting an update soon. Yeah, I know, it's like in a month or something, so hopefully there's something cool, right? Have you seen the Nickelodeon Smash Killer? I have no idea what that is. No, I don't. It's a whole bunch of old drunk people games. They confirmed rollback. I don't know anything about confirming rollback. No. I don't know anything about that. I'm sure it'd kind of help the game if they did that, but I don't think they're doing that. I saw in one of your Kai combo videos that you linked a air dash dust into a jump slash and land forward hard slash. Is it just a matter on you? Is it just a matter on you? Oh, that I gotta look at that. That won't pop up. Oh, wait, time out. Is it just a matter on you have to be fast, or is there a specific require some, or is there some specifics to it? You have to do a jump slash right when you are landing and cancel the jump slash. You have to do the dust recovery bug. Because you've done a jump dust, you have to cancel the dust recovery. So you have to do the jump slash as low as possible and then cancel it. So you can't do it normally, so to speak. You actually do it. It is a specific timing to do it. Do the ba-ba-ba-boo. Nickelodeon is making a new game that is similar to Smash Bros. So it will have SpongeBob and other old characters in the game. Oh Lord, that does not excite me. That does not excite my heart. My heart isn't very excited about that. Just because I'm a May player doesn't mean I don't deserve respect. Is that a Strive reference, I'm guessing? Is that a Strive reference? What is a combo for Vegito's Air Blast? I would suggest watching my videos. I'm sure I've done so many Vegito combos ad nauseum for the character. Put your arms around me. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I have not been playing much of anything these days. I want to play Tekken, but my computer cannot handle it too well. Daniel Dow. What's good, Clayton? And your Gogeta work is unmatched, thanks. Flo Jackson, I have a question. Raika, how's everyone doing these days? Hey, you play again Dragon Ball FighterZ, nice, Destiny. Clayton, you excited for the night? People were just talking about that. I didn't even know anything about that. I had no idea about this Nintendo game. It does not sound very exciting. Imagine they give as a normal Super Saiyan skin for the fusion characters. Yeah, I wish they would do that. I would pay $1 for that. Play a match. I already said I have not played this game since before Vegito came out. I don't even have a PSN account to play the game. You don't like play with Super Baby 2? I did a lot of combos for Super Baby 2. I did the Purple Rain loops before anybody. I did the first solo TOD with him before anybody. I mean, I did a lot of stuff with Super Baby. I actually had another Super Baby combo video I was going to do. I had a fourth Super Baby combo video I was going to do, but I just got bored. But no, I did a lot of stuff for him already. How do you connect the Banshee Blast with a L? Do you install the super jump? You don't have to install any super jump, you just super jump. Who dares message me? No, I don't even have. I don't even have. I don't even have Jiren. I don't think. I don't even have Jiren. Could you show us some Vegeta Blue stuff on stream? I never. Don't even play Blue Vegeta. The only Blue Vegeta stuff I did was. You don't need to Tiger knee anything, it's just a super jump. It's just a super jump, nothing else. What is this? Clayton, you like Kulo. Who's Kulo? Do I like Kulo? What's Kulo? How would you rate Dior Sauvage? It doesn't do anything for me, but people like it. People like it. It doesn't do anything for me, but people like it. Oh, culo means ass in Spanish? Or does it? Man, my Spanish is bad, you know. I know. No te preocupes, estoy aquí. Quiero verte. No te preocupes, estoy aquí. Porque usted no me habla. Hasta la vista, baby. Wait, what is this? Oops. Oh, God, what did I just hit? No. Oh, fuck. What did I just do? Oh, I don't remember much, dude. That was so long ago. Like I said, I remember the simple stuff. Like I remember whenever I was sick, you know, she would say, "No te preocupes, estoy aquí, babe." I imagine Johnny Depp takes a shower with a generic shower gel. That's how Savage smells like that. I'm surprised too. I love you, Daddy. Man doesn't know about culo. Dude, do you guys know how many languages I'm practicing all the time? I gotta practice my Japanese. I gotta practice my Ruski. I gotta practice my Turkish. It's ridiculous. Culo is Italian too? Man. Mr. Worldwide. Any opinions on the new Melty Blood? Nope, no opinion on Melty Blood. Fighting game notation? I don't even know fighting game notation. I don't even fucking know fighting game notation. I can't keep up with it all. So I can't even I can't even keep up with all the fighting game language kids talk about nowadays. That's why I make up my own names for shit. Nutsack loops, all that kind of shit. Do I prefer Fighter Z or Strive? That's a hard question. Oh, like I said, I would probably play Strive if they tidied it up a little bit, I guess. But I'm not horny about either of them. But anyway, we could talk about some of those changes, or Vegeta. We could talk about some of those changes of what I would say I was going to do for Goku. Or Ultra Instinct Goku. Did anyone watch that video? Should I start that? We can talk about that for a few minutes and then I'll bust out of here. Like I said, it kind of sucked the stream died earlier when we were talking about Japan and all this kind of stuff. That kind of ruined the workflow of the day. Unfortunate that happened. You gonna lab? No, like I said, honestly, dude, to be honest, I'm so far. Dude, like I said, I didn't even want to be in America right now. My whole plan was to be traveling the world. I saved my money to travel the world within reasons, you know what I mean? Health makes it, health withstanding makes it kind of weird, but to be honest, I was going to make a video about this too. I got to talk about it as well. Like, I already feel like I've already done all there is to do in video games for me. Like, I feel like my journey in video games is pretty done. To be honest with you, I feel like I've done all there is to do. Generally speaking, what is realistic for me to do with my health problems. Like, I've already... You know what I mean? I predicted so many of these games, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, I've already done it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't enter tournaments anymore. And I was able to win tournaments while I was sick on disability. So I've already done that. You know what I mean? And when you think about combos and tech and all this other kind of bullshit, I'm predicting these games without ever playing them. So I already feel like, video games are just kind of like a moral victory. Like, it's just done. I've already done all there is to do. And I know that sounds kind of weird. It's like, it's like when you think about combos and tech and whatever it might be, in terms of predicting games and how they're going to work, I've already done it. I've been predicting these games for so many years. It's like there's nothing else to do. It's like people make money off of the shit that I've done. So it's like, I feel like I don't feel motivated. You don't train anymore. When have I ever really trained? I've never really trained. So it's just kind of like, I don't feel like, that's why I was like, I'm ready to travel the world. Like, when I was in Japan, like I said, I didn't play video games. Like, I'm done with it. I just do it when I'm bored. Let me answer some of these other questions. I heard you talk about how you don't like tag team games that much. How would you change Fighter Z's mechanics to make a one-on-one game? I've made a lot of videos about how I would change that. Go watch that. I've made hour-long videos talking about how I would change that. Makes no damn sense my Slayer or Johnny, for that matter, aren't in Strive. I do think Johnny for sure should be in it. Johnny's one of the most characters ever. Let me answer some more of these questions, sorry. I'm getting distracted. I'm getting other messages otherwhere, sorry. Well, to be honest, you've done RPGs, fighting games, and visual novels. Oh, well, I was more talking about it in terms of actually leaving a mark on something. you know, I haven't really done anything in RPGs in terms of progressing them. That's what I meant it as. I mean, I could always play RPGs. Like I said, I have more fun playing RPGs than fighting games. You know what I mean? So I was just talking about in terms of like, you know, accomplishments, things that you've done in life. I've already done more for fucking fighting games than most people ever will in their entire lives. You know what I mean? I've done so much for video games in the past 20 years, whatever it is. No one's gonna fucking catch me. It's already fucking over. Now, the community can try to hide it all they want, but the proof is there if anyone is bored. So it's just, I meant it more like that. Like, I'm talking about like journeys, like as in terms of like a journey and becoming the best version of yourself that you can be, or like accomplishing something in your life. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? That's what I mean. Like, look at Dragon Ball Fighter Z. It doesn't matter if it's a simple thing. It doesn't matter if it's a complicated thing. Almost everything in this game is fucking from me. Foundational wise to simple to complicated shit. Most of the shit in the game is from me. And no one, and it doesn't matter how many people try to lie about me to get people to not watch my videos. It's all there. You know what I mean? So that's like one of those things. It's like, well, it's done. I've accomplished in terms of like actually progressing games and changing people's perspectives on games. No one has ever done what I've done. It doesn't matter if my sub count is lower than these other people who steal the shit that I do and then they want to take credit. Like I said, you can go and look at it. It's like, I've already done it. Like, what is there for me to accomplish in video games in terms of like tech and like, you know, progressing the idea of them, right? So that's just what I mean. It's like, I don't, you know, I had saved my money to like travel the world and now I'm just stuck, you know, doing nothing. But, you know, once I can finally fucking travel again, just like when I was in Japan, I didn't care about playing video games. I've already won, so to speak. I didn't get an award for winning. I didn't get any award for it, and instead I just got a bunch of like psycho haters for it. But at the end of the day, it is like, how many people can say that they are the most important person for a game? You know what I mean? Again, I don't give a fuck. You can name any combo video guy. You can name any of these other people. Who has done more for fucking video games than me, fighting game-wise, tech-wise? Nobody. So it's like, I've already accomplished that. There's nothing else to do. Again, unfortunately, I don't have anything to show for it. You know what I mean? I unfortunately have a bunch of haters for it. But, you know, it is there. If anyone is ever bored, they can see it. You know what I mean? So I've already accomplished what there is to do in video games, right? You know what I mean? Unfortunately, it's just a moral victory. And actually, I think it's kind of like, if you think about it, it's kind of like fitness, right? Like, I'll compare this in a weird way. So, you know, I told the story when I was dying in the hospital, you know, I used to be religious, right? And I used to, you know, when I was abused growing up, all that kind of stuff, right? So this is like the kind of mindset I'm getting at, right? So, you know, I was abused my whole life, blah, 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 blah. And I was always praying to God to save me, praying to God to give me a different life. And then I got sick, and I was always praying to God that I would get better, blah, 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 right? And then, you know, eventually I was dying in the hospital. Doctors were like, here's your will if you want to write a will, all that kind of stuff. And you know what? And I finally was like, man, my doctors are telling me I could die. This sucks, right? And I was like, you know what? I got to stop praying to God because I'm not going to get better like this. God's not going to fucking save me. You know, I had a shitty life and now I'm dying in the hospital. And you know what? It took me a year, I said, you know, before I could even work out again. And, you know, now, you know what I mean? I'm still sick. I'm still in and out of the hospital all the time. You know, I've had doctors almost every other day this month, basically, right? So I got to go back to the hospital. I got to go do those heart checkups again because, you know, I was on that heart monitor for a while. And so, you know, I'm still sick. But, you know, the moral victory is my doctors were telling me, you know what I mean, that I could die, all that kind of stuff. And I can't answer that right now. That's actually a doctor calling me right now, but I'll just, you know, I'll get the voice message later. But I lost my train of thought. But the moral victory is there. I didn't die. I'm still alive. Blah, 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 blah. Right? And, you know, some people think that I look buff. All that kind of stuff, right? And so that's like a moral victory, right? Like, I want to be more buff. And this is a very bizarre comparison that I'm giving. And of course, I would like to be more buff. And I've been saying for probably the past 5 years, I would love to build another 5 pounds of muscle to my upper body, get like an Instagram butt, all this kind of stuff. But you know what? I can't do it. With my health stuff, I can't do it. I just physically cannot do it. But I got to take that moral victory of, you know what I mean? I got to take that moral victory of, you know what? I still have achieved stuff that most people will not do with my health problems, right? And so then if you compare that to video games, and if you compare that to like tech and combos, whatever it might be, like I said, if you think about just in terms of who has progressed video games, who has progressed what your perspective is possible on a fighting game for the past 20 years, you know what I mean? No one has done what I've done in fighting games. It doesn't matter if someone has more subs than me. Look at how many people have grown their channels off of what I've done. You know what I mean? That sucks for me. It sucks for me because I don't get to make money off it. And these people, you know, they brag about that shit. But, you know, it's still like a moral victory and there's nothing else for me to do. You know what I mean? You know, these people, man, they were really pissed off when I was able to predict Dragon Ball FighterZ. And I predicted Dragon Ball FighterZ in a way that no one has ever done for any fighting game ever in the history of fighting games. Like, the entire foundation of this game is from me. Simple to small. That fucking Sparking Cast show, all it is just fucking people regurgitating what I already did when the game came out and then trying to pass it off as new. No one's ever done what I've done for this game. So that's like a moral victory. And, you know, they sure as fuck didn't want me to be right about Strive, but guess what? I was right about Strive. So, again, what I'm getting at is, what else is there for me to do? Predict another game? Predict another game for 25 years? It's like I've already done everything there is to do. No one's going to catch up with me in fucking video games at this point. Again, it sucks that I don't have a lot to show for it, right? It sucks that I don't have a lot to show for it, but it's still, you can look it up. The proof is there if you're bored. So, you know, again, video games are kind of like, they're whatever to me. That's why I just play them when I'm bored because, again, there's nothing, you know, what else is there to do? Well, actually, can't you make a game? I have thought of that. I've thought the only other thing I could do is I could make my own video game. But unfortunately, I'm not a god. I have no fucking skill when it comes to that, right? I have no skill when it comes to that. Unfortunately, I am stupid in other ways. You know what I mean? I'm not smart with a lot of things, so there's just nothing else to do besides that, which I have no skill. So, I mean, I have no skill when it comes to that, so. Anyway, where are we? Chap, what do you think about Dior Fahrenheit? I don't care about Dior Fahrenheit, personally. Oh, it's good for you as long as it's fun. You've gone to Thailand. No, I have not gone to Thailand. No, I haven't. Games have become like mainstream movies now. He just wants block damage. What do you think of Dragon Ball FighterZ Hyperdrive? Yeah, I've seen it. It doesn't really interest me. Ken Kuzan, your contribution is always appreciated, comrade. Thanks. Hey, it's Drip Zamasu. To be honest, if I were you, I'd say learning Japanese from place would be a personal victory. Oh, well, I mean, my Japanese isn't that good, though. I mean, I can get, I can read baby Japanese, you know what I mean? I can play games, you know what I mean? As long as it's not too complicated, but my language learning is not that good. You know, I know basic baby Japanese, and I can get the basic gist of stuff, but I'm not smart in that stuff. Sometimes you gotta hang up the gloves, do some combos real quick, but they always find a way back on. You speak a lot of truth. Thanks, dude. Brother, you have grown away from video games to better things in life. Low tier guy. Yeah, honestly, it'd be for your firm achievement, and you get those psycho haters. Yeah. I mean, I think you could take the haters as just proof of everything that I've done. You have, again, look at these other people that have way bigger followings than me. But look at what they've actually done legitimately. You know what I mean? Again, think of what have they legitimately done to progress the idea of a game. And they haven't done anything. Yeah, that they can make as much money as they want, and I can be as jealous of them making money as they want, and whatever it is. But in terms of actually achieving something and leaving your mark on something, proof wise, they haven't done anything, right? I mean, if anything, you could say that I have so many haters is proof of everything that I've done, right? Unfortunately, it's kind of a shitty proof, but I guess it is what it is, right? Indoctrination. Cute, what the fuck? I had the same take coming out of poverty and losing my family. How you managed to stay fit through all of that is inspirational. Thanks, dude. When the U.S. government was bombing my country and killed my family. Wow, what is that story? The U.S. government was bombing my country and killed my family. I lost my faith in God, so I understand how you feel. What is that story? Now, this is why I call you an Omega Chad, bro. Where are you at? Iraq. Dude, yeah, see, I can only imagine you probably don't like Americans after that. How come you don't do a stream where you play against these people and beat them? I've already shown me playing on stream before. You can't actually make a game. Yeah, no, I can't make a game. I have no skill. Yeah, but the time and resources need our money. You would need a team to do that, fam. You don't need skill, you just need money to hire people. Well, I don't have money either. What am I making from YouTube? I have trouble even making $5 off of YouTube. Like I said, if anyone ever wants to support the channel, there's a super chat, PayPal, Patreon. If anyone wants to support the channel, I don't make good money from YouTube. Like I said, I have all these millions of views that were flagged because people would flag my videos constantly. So, fair point, but honestly, you can get help. Maybe from Mike Z, too, if you're able to get in touch with him. And most normal working class people can't have that type of funding. Then your Japanese league's better than everyone else's. No, like I said, my Japanese is really not that impressive. Like I said, kantan nara skoshi nihongo ga dekiru kedo, demo chotto hazukashii kara kanban shita kara. My Japanese is not that good. Well, there are examples where some dudes make good games by themselves. I think Stardew Valley, I'm not sure what that is. Wait, the hater thing isn't a meme? No, the hater thing isn't a meme. I've showed people, dude, you got people that have bragged about saying that I fake dying. It's ridiculous. You got people that encourage other people to lie about me for money, right? You know what I mean? So, yeah, there's tons of fucking haters, dude. Look at them. I mean, it's ridiculous, dude. There's like a fucking hate cult, dude. It's ridiculous. But, I only found you because I was like, there's no fucking way this guy's as bad as they make him out to be. And sure enough, I like you more. Thanks, I appreciate it. So yeah, well, I mean, I feel like that's one of those like psychology things too, right? It's like people, I wouldn't be surprised if there were some people that when I was beating them in tournaments, which doesn't make any sense because all my hair was coming out at one point and I was wearing that little like fucking cancer cap while all my hair was coming out. So I don't know why the fuck, how would you fake that? That's fucking retarded. But, I wouldn't be surprised if there were some people that did think that I faked stuff back in the day because I was just winning so much. I'm like, oh, he must be faking it. He can't be as sick as he is or some bullshit. But at some point then, you know what I mean? There's probably, you think about psychology, people to save themselves from feeling guilty for making up all the lies, they just, they make up like a fake scenario about you. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, well, we're just going to say that Clayton's an asshole to make it better that we made up lies about him. You know what I mean? You got to as like a coping mechanism, like, kind of like psychological. You find like you realize you made up all these lies about somebody. And to like save your guilty conscience, you then make up a lie that, oh, well, he's probably a bad person anyway, right? Which is ridiculous because like you have proof of other people bragging about lying about me for money, which is ridiculous, right? But, I feel like that's kind of like a basic psychology thing, To save yourself from feeling guilty, you make up a lie that the person is a bad person, right? But... Like I said, I wish my Japanese was better, but oh yeah, no, like I said, I have tons of videos. I feel like there's tons of videos on my channel showing people lying about me. It's ridiculous. How did we get from some dudes playing King of Fighters at a friend's house to corporate social media dictating how you can act in a semi-did community? People found you can make money. Do you think you could beat Sonic Fox to Kill Sage or Lord Knight? In what game? I don't play Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I mean, I just went on this big conversation. If you notice what I said, I just said that I've done stuff that no one else has ever done in video games. That is a fact. But I did not say that I would beat people in tournaments anymore. I'm not saying that. Because I don't fucking play this game. Just like Guilty Gear. I don't know what my record is in Guilty Gear. I actually talked about that recently. I think my record in Guilty Gear is 800 and something. And it's so ridiculous because I had not lost a match. And now I keep getting these people that are like rage quitting on me, and it's giving me the loss. Like I have people that are getting perfected, and then it's like giving me the loss, and it's actually I'm not gonna get a perfect record. Like I think my first record, I think before it happened the first time, I think the first account I had, I was at like 350 and 0, and then someone rage quit on me, and it gave me the loss, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? 350 and 0, and then someone rage quit on me and it gave me the loss. And I got so, I don't know, it irked me. And now I feel like I have 25 losses or something from people rage quitting and it gave me the loss. And it's like, it's actually kind of irking me a little bit. But anyway, like I said, I've showed that before. I have like unlisted videos of me playing. I've showed you guys me playing on stream before. But that isn't saying that I would win a tournament either. So I don't think I would win tournaments anymore. If I did, I think I would have to get lucky. Because I just don't play like that. I don't have the matchup knowledge. Hell, I'm on this fucking broken controller right now. And I can't get this plus R to not keep fucking freezing. Like I said, I've been trying to put the game in high priority and it keeps happening. So I don't know. Maybe my computer's just getting old or some bullshit. But, you know, whatever, dude. But, yeah. Final Showdown. What is up, Jason Andrews? But, anyway. Just want to say... Oh, wait, let me go back. Oh, I lost some... Yeah, so I don't know anything about beating these guys. That's why I say I'm not talking about winning any tournaments anymore. I'm sure lots of people could beat me. I've been lucky enough that even with this broken controller, I've been able to win a lot, but I don't think I would win tournaments anymore. But I definitely, I don't know. I've beaten some people. They got some pretty big records. I don't know. I was beating some guy recently. It looked like he had almost 10,000 games played. Looks like he's played the game a lot more than me. But anyway, I don't know. Where are we? Just wanted to say, as a GG veteran and a former Kai main, I agree with you on the state of the new GG. It's just not the same as AC days. Thanks. Yeah, that hits a little too close to home there. Bad is when you do a fighting game content, and the more content you do, the more bad you are. Yeah, those are two things. Let's go back to AC days. XR's Drive I couldn't vibe with. Can I show you guys me playing? Well, I'm on the PS4 right now, so I would have to switch it to another stream to show. I can't show it since I'm on the PS4. I'd have to switch to a different stream. Have you ever been to a Smash tourney? How bad was the smell? No, I've never been to a Smash tourney. I want to say that I agree with you on the new GG. How come you didn't get as popular as other people who do YouTube for fighting games? Because people lie about me. That's why. Like I said, the most popular guy, Desk, combo video wise, if you go look at my videos, I was doing videos before Desk, but people wouldn't share my videos because they were trying to say that I cheated to do them and they weren't humanly possible. And then he ended up becoming the most popular guy. So those are just the breaks, right? You know what I mean? That's why I said, you know what I mean? People can have as many subs as they want, and it sucks for me financially, I guess, you know what I mean? Because I don't really make anything off of YouTube. You know what I mean? Besides when people donate and maybe $5 here and there, which again, I appreciate if people ever donate. That does help the channel, but you know, I'm not really making a lot off YouTube, so I guess that kind of sucks. You know, I would like to, I'm not against making money, some side income, but so, you know, it sucks that these other people have more subs than me when they haven't done as much as me, but at the end of the day, I just got to take the moral victory that it's there. You can look at the person who has progressed these fighting games more than anybody else, and it's me. And it sucks that it's just a moral victory, but I guess at least it's some victory, right? I mean, you got to take what you can get in life. So. How come you didn't get as All right, thanks. Do you have any high predictions for the next patch? Any predictions? For which games? Dragon Ball FighterZ? I've made lots of stuff for Dragon Ball FighterZ, what I would like to see, which we should probably get into because I've been streaming for so long. You do not need to send me a new controller. If you ever want to donate to the stream, or PayPal, if you want to donate a little bit of money, you can do so there. If you ever want to donate, you can do so there, but do not do it if you do not have money. But if you ever want to donate $5 or something, there's also Super Chat here. You can do so there. But do not donate money if you don't have it. Okay? I'm serious. Because like I said, I only play video games randomly, so it's not like I'm guaranteeing that I'm going to play video games more if you buy me a controller. So don't fucking do that, okay? Because I'm not going to lie to you. Just like if you look at my Patreon, I even say, do not donate expecting anything, but it might come. That is the caveat. I don't want to fucking lie for money, so. But anyway. Yeah, well, I play Good for 15 years. Why is the name of the stream UI Goku and Chill? Because I was going to talk about Goku, but then we started talking about Japan and all this kind of shit. I've watched your old Guilty Gear Instant Kill glitches. Kai glitches years ago. Yeah, I'm old. They've been around for a long time. Do you ever think about playing against viewers in any fighting games? I already have, to my knowledge. I've played people under my fake accounts. They just don't know it, I think. Clayton, if you are serious about growing your channel, I can help you with SEO for free, brother. SEO? What is SEO? What does SEO mean? What does SEO mean? I don't know what that means. I will check the PayPal. Dude, you're talking about America just, bombed your country. I feel like you shouldn't be donating to me, dude. I appreciate the $20. Thank you, dude. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. I just checked. Where are we? Thank you very much. I appreciate the $20, dude. But I don't know what SEO means. I don't know what SEO even means. I'm not sure what that means. Clayton Chad, man. Richard Tank. Yeah, but we've been streaming for a while, so let's talk about what I would do for Ultra Instinct Goku. We've been talking about this shit for so long.
What would I do for Ultra Instinct Goku?
Ever hear about Trash Taste? It's basically a podcast. Yes, I have heard of that. I have heard of that. But I'm not in Japan right now. So I'm not in Japan right now, so I can't get there. I'm not. So anyway, what would I do for Ultra Instinct Goku? And I've said this before, okay? So let's get into what I talked about in this video.
Who was messing? I'm trying to finally do this video. God damn it.
Oh, baby. This girl just sent me her tits and then she covered them up. What is this? I couldn't see, baby. Look at these girls. These girls trying to dick tease me with a 1-second video of some titties. That is some bullshit. She just sent me a 1-second video of titties. That's not long enough. That's not long enough. That's not gonna. I'm gonna keep streaming. I'm gonna keep streaming. That is not enough. She's not gonna get it, dude. That is not enough to keep me from stopping streaming. 1 second of titties. That is not long enough for me to stop streaming. That is not long enough for me to stop streaming. Jesus fucking Christ. They better get on their game. 1 second of titties. We're talking about video games here. Anyway. So I'll go over what I was talking about in that one video. Anyway. So again, anything I talk about, context is king. Context is king, okay? So anything I talk about, you got to remember that we're talking about the normal changes that I give to the normal fundamental changes of the game, okay? So context is king, right? So basically, when I was talking about Ultra Instinct Goku in that video, is that, you know, even people, you know, people say Ultra Instinct Goku is good, right? But having a character that is good is not bad for a game. And it is the lesser of two evils if the character is good in the game, if they are showing off the game, okay? So when I talk about narrative of fighting games, right? You talk about a game like Super Turbo. Super Turbo succeeded as a game, narratively speaking, because the characters that are good show off different aspects of the game very well, okay? And I also talk about a game like Karna's Revenge is a very good example of a game that had a failed narrative because, look at Karna's Revenge. It is normally considered just a Street Fighter clone, right? In the grand scheme of fighting games. But if you think of Karna's Revenge as well, people still talk about Karnov. People still talk about balloon, balloon. And why do they talk about that? Because he is a good character in the game that is interesting. He is the lesser of two evils of having a powerful character that is interesting. Karna's Revenge fails as a fighting game because it does not have many interesting characters that are competitively interesting, okay? That is how you sell a product. You sell a product to a person and a casual consumer because a casual audience can then watch a tournament for a game and they can see multiple good characters being played that show off the game. But the problem with Karnav's Revenge is that only Karnov really shows off the game in the competitive narrative. You got to remember, before I was doing those Mizuguchi stuff, when I was beating the Japanese back in the day, you know, back in the day, you can go look it up. I have matches of me beating the Japanese when the Japanese were saying I was the best in the world. And I was doing that shit with Mizuguchi that people said could only be done in combo videos. They were not realistically possible, right? He actually shows off the game very well. But that is why that game is a failed narratively speaking, because it is not easily digestible for a casual audience, and you only see the bad. You see one good character, and then you see characters like Ray and Zazzy and Lee and Jean and these kind of characters, and these characters are super boring when they're so powerful. So anyway, that long-winded thing, what I'm trying to get in is that the lesser of two evils is having a character that shows off the game that is good, right? So again, if we talk about, look at Vegito here. Vegito, if we just do this shit here, blah, 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 whatever it might be, right? And you would tighten this up because this would be better, right? But look at this. So boom, this, him just walking through that is cool. When you have a character that has unique attributes, you know what I mean? Really appreciate you giving your opinions and perspectives on different fighting games, Clay. Stay well. Thank you. So when you have a character like this that does shit like this, wow, you know, say most characters got to hold this, right? Imagine if this was tighter. What I'm getting at is it's tighter, right? If you're actually playing the game, you know, in my version of the game, if you were to fix it, right? So most characters, maybe they have to hold that or some bullshit. You know, it's like, it's more real, right? But a character like Ultra Instinct Goku, he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck that zoning is better. Zoning is better? Oh my God, I don't care that zoning is better. You know, zoning is better? Oh my God, fuck my titties. Wow, zoning is better? Oh my God, whatever it might be. Oh shit, I forgot to save it. Zoning is better? Whatever it might be, right? Ultra Instinct Goku, he doesn't give a fuck. That's actually good for a game. If this kind of character is good, right? If a character that is unique is good in the game, that is the lesser of two evils. So when I talk about, I don't think it's a bad idea to have Ultra Instinct continue to be a good character because he's a unique character. Again, do you get what I'm getting at? The lesser of two evils. Do you want a boring character? Do you want a boring character that is good in the game? Do you want a character that is so boring that he is like super... Do you want the best character in the game to be a boring character, or do you want the best character in the game to be a character that actually shows off the game as interesting, right? So it is better for a character like, you know, again, lesser of two evils, right? So anyway, but what are some ways I think you could actually tone this character up? Like I said, so basically he has this Kamehameha, right? And again, watch the whole video if you want to watch the whole video, right? But, so there, you know, it's minus 18. Now if I flip into it, it's -5, right? So he already has this kind of like little seed planting of moves get better when he flips, right? So what I would do is I would actually just play off that idea, right? So boom, he does that. He flips once. Now the move gets better. Do that for every special move, right? And make them each have 3 different versions, right? So he has this Kamehameha. Then he has a level 2 version of the Kamehameha. Maybe it's level 5 or -5. Then if he flips 3 times, oh, sorry. And maybe if he flips 3 times before he does it, oh, maybe it's now -0 and it does block damage. Imagine that. Like, it gets even better. So then he has this move. Maybe it's, +3, is it? +3. Man, look at this. I don't even fucking play this character and I know this shit, right? It's +3, right? Now imagine if he flips a couple of times and then he does it. Ooh, maybe it's +5. Oh, maybe if he, flip 3 times and then he does it, maybe it's +7. That it's actually, wow, he legitimately can go back into it, right? Maybe this is 1200, I think, right? Blah, 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 blah. But if you flip a couple times into it, eventually 3 times in it, it goes all the way to 1400. You get what I'm getting at? I feel like that is a easy way that is already done with this character to make the character better if you're going to make him a little more unique. And since, this kind of character, take with a grain of salt, when this character's flipping around like this, yeah, he's invincible, but there's already this idea that you can just jump away from it, kind of, right? There's this idea that you can kind of jump away from it. So what I would do, another caveat to make this character better, since when you're doing this shit has to get better, I would say if you have flipped 3 times and you go into this move has a throw hitbox actually above it. You know what I mean? So obviously that can't hit the character. That won't hit the character if he's just standing. But if the character was jumping, it would hit him. So that would be another caveat. So if you flip 3 times and then you go into that move, it actually has a air throw hitbox to kind of discourage the opponent from jumping out. Like, dude, like if you've let Goku jump at you 3 times like this, you may as well just hold the mix up or hold the frame advantage, because now he's going to be at the advantage. I think that would entice the character. That would entice the opponent to try to get out of this mix-up, right? I think that's a real simple way that you can't just let him keep flipping like that, right? You can't just let him keep flipping like that, because he's going to, it's going to keep making his special moves better. He's going to eventually be at the advantage to keep doing it all over. So, no, it's live, right? So I feel like that is a easy buff you could give the character that already plays off of him. Time out. Let me get to some of these questions. Where? Are you watching the Loki stream? No, I'm not watching the Loki streams. No, where are we? Sorry. Clayton, SEO is just an optimization for your content and its discoverability. You can't just rely on YouTube and will need to attack multiple vectors. Well, I don't know what that is. I mean, you just told me what it is. I don't know. How do I do it, I guess? I'm not sure. Nerf the backflip EX. No, I would not nerf it. No, I would make it better. I just said how I would make it better. Right? Clayton keeps getting away with it. No, just stop nerfing. It makes the game boring. Keep that as a button check for spam. All I do with UI is block turns and jump and start resets. Yeah, he's good. I'm asked, but good keeping ways. I can't stand people crying about the nerfs when they don't even know how to play the game. Is that? Yeah, Karn's Revenge is a Neo Geo game. I answered that question. Are you Loki, the Goku's trial? Yes, brother. Breakdown and destruction game is great. We all want you to have a better audience because your content is really good. Thanks, dude. Although I'm a Mortal Kombat player. Clayton, what do you think of Baccarat Rogue? I've worn it and I've gotten compliments on it, but it doesn't do anything for me personally. But yes, I have heard people like it, but it doesn't do anything for me ever. I get you, but we need buffs on the others. There has to be a number 1. Street Fighter is great. Are you stick? No, I play on pad now. I used to play on stick, but I had surgery on my hands and I had to teach myself to play on pad. I remember when Ultra Instinct Goku was first coming out, we all thought like his moves would go through all and dodge, like every move would 6H. He's playing pad as it's live. So anyway, yeah, that's another thing I would do, right? So this stuff right here, right? So look at this. This is another change I would give him. So if we have shit like this, right? If I do this fast, I won't walk through it, right? I won't walk through it, and if I try to do this, I won't go through it. But if you delay it a little bit, just for proof of concept, right? So a little bit of a delay, I should go through it now. You know what I mean? So I know this is going to sound kind of weird, but I'll give you my theory. I think this starts up in 4 frames or something, right? Is it like 4 frames or some bullshit? I think you could actually add a weird thing to Goku, right? This is a weird thing I think you could actually add, and I'm going to show you how you would balance this. I know it sounds crazy. I think you could actually make his walk and everything frame 1, right? And the idea of why you would make it frame 1, right, is because what if you did something ghetto in this game that you actually made his walk count as a move, right? So since, again, context is king, so how I said I would change the game, you got to think of all the fundamental shit. So since counter hits are real now in this game, now when Goku walks forward, he is always in a counter hit status, okay? So remember, counter hits are now real in this game. Counter hits actually stun the guy longer. They do double the damage, whatever it is, right? You know, no, walking is like 4 frames. Or it gets invincibility on the 4th frame or some bullshit, right? So basically, that would be a caveat to this. This stuff is only fireball invincible on 4 frames or some bullshit, right? Like, here's another example. I'll try to do this and it will be hard to do, right? So if I do... This is going to be hard to time, right? So if I walk through this, now I'm going to try to attack out of this, right? With this, like, orb thing. Oh, I got it that time. So let's try this again. I'm going to miss it. Yeah, see, I missed it that time. I missed it. Let's try to go there. See, it's actually, it has a little bit of a startup. It's hard to actually, there we go. See, I got it. It's not actually instant, as you can see, right? But if you make it instant, and then you make Goku whenever he is walking forward in a counter hit status. So see, if I just walk like this, boom, it's not counter hit, right? So that would be a weird kind of buff and a stealth nerf. So just say a character's like this, say a character just, you know, a character does some kind of cross-up shit, I guess, right? So say Goku, well, I gotta get hit by it, right? So I'm just trying to think, like, say he gets hit by like a fake cross-up or a cross-up. Now that does counter hit, that does double the damage, whatever it is. And maybe, you know, certain counter hits have like a special property. Maybe they do more stun, you can get easier combo. Hopefully you get what I'm getting at. I think that would be a weird kind of buff and a nerf, right? It would add a new perspective on the game, I think, right? So walking is better. You want people to see this shit more, right? Because it shows off the game. Characters having unique attributes, you want to be shown off to the audience because it makes them different. But now you've also given it a nerf that just walking, Goku is in a counter hit status. So if he gets hit, he takes double damage. So when characters are doing like cross-up shit, whatever it might be, well, now when Goku actually is just trying to block, if he gets hit by a cross-up, now he takes double damage. I think that's kind of a weird stealth nerf that you could give the character, actually, while making the actual reflecting stuff better. Kind of ghetto, but I think it could work. Oh, fuck. Anyway, we've been streaming for a long time, so let's finish up some questions and then I'm gonna bust out of here. Like I said, watch the whole video. Shit. Watch the whole video if you guys want, you know, but Yeah, choking on my fucking, eating an almond. Do you think you would still play the same way you do now if you weren't sick? Play the same way? What do you mean play the same way? Kind of ghetto, but I think it could work. Words of a wise philosopher who choked to death. Yeah, really, right? Like, you would have been an OG concert. Like I said, I don't even think Max... Dude, the craziest thing is, like, dude, I was before Maximilian. Like, dude, I don't remember Maximilian when I played video games. So, Max came after me. Like I said, I was playing during the Street Fighter 2 days, so... Would I still be good at video games if I wasn't sick? Well, I mean, I guess it depends on what you mean. I mean, it was just a few years ago, the Japanese were saying I was the best in the world at Connor's Revenge. I mean, I fucking learned that game hella easy, right? But... And I guess, you know, I still... and this isn't me saying that I would win tournaments, but I've played Plus R online and I've done pretty well considering I'm playing on a broken controller and the game is not always playing very well on my computer. So, I mean, I don't know if I would win tournaments, but I've done well enough for myself that for someone that does not play video games seriously, I have done still quite well for myself, considering there are many people who devote their lives to video games, so I will take that. I beat him in Third Strike at 0 and I suck. He started carrying, not sure what year it was. Yeah, so, I mean, I stopped entering tournaments so long ago. Like, I don't remember Max when I was playing in tournaments. He came after that. Like I said, Max, I thought Max got popular during Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Am I remembering that wrong? Because, and you can go look it up, Max used to shout me out in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Like, no joke. You can look at Max's old videos and he shouts me out for Marvel vs. Capcom 3. But then once he became famous, he didn't want to shout me out and he acted like he didn't know me in his stream, which I thought was really fucking weird. And then, like I said, I showed that. That was really fucking weird. I was like, dude, he shouted me out before. He's linked to me back in the Marvel days. And then he became famous and he was doing all that Dragon Ball FighterZ stuff and he was doing jack shit despite me telling all these guys how the game was going to work. And then I put out all my videos and then he put out the videos doing what I did. And he didn't even want to give me credit. And then people like even said stuff to him on stream and they're like, oh, that's Clayton. And they're like, oh, he's like, no. And they're like, no, it's Clayton. And he's like, oh, no, it's not from Clayton. And they're like, no, it's Clayton. And he's like, no, I don't think it is. And they're like, no, it's Clayton. And finally it was like, okay, yes, it is Clayton. And I was like, what the fuck? This motherfucker's got millions of viewers or subs, whatever the fuck it is. And he was afraid to say my name? And I was like, wow, no respect for that bullshit, dude. You made that video and made all that money and you didn't have any fucking, no, like I said, no respect for that bullshit. That was fucking retarded. Shamar Dutchlet. I don't think I'm saying that right. What's up, dude? You've caught the end of the stream. The stream is about to be over, dude. But you can ask a question if thou wants. If thou wants to ask a question before I bust out of here. Clayton, brother, please let's talk as what they are doing you can do too. There are multiple platforms funneling traffic to their main channels. I mean, if you're talking about that SEO thing, like I said, I don't know anything about that. I have a Twitter, and I try to post it on Twitter. I don't really use Twitter, but yeah. I try to post. I got to defend myself when I see people lying about me all the time, but other than that, I don't really use a lot of social media, I guess. So I don't even know where I would post stuff. Well, yeah, I post on Twitter. I mean, I do. It just most of the time I use Twitter, I feel like I'm just trying to I need to fucking defend myself from all the people fucking lying about me. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-boo. Bum 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 bum. Oh well. Anything before I bust out of here, guys? I do appreciate. I can't fucking speak. I do appreciate. Thanks to all the people that donated today. I do appreciate that. It does help the channel. Thank you very much. He's paid under the table. Notice the dude never talks bad about a game. Yeah, I would not be surprised if he's paid under the table as well. Yes, as most people do in the FGC. I remember I asked Judge in real life why he was shilling, and he got mad at me. Wait, he got mad at you for asking if he was shilling? You need to post there, but oh yeah, no, I do. I post, yeah. He got mad that you asked if he was shilling? I don't know. I don't know anything about that, but yeah, you know, people definitely shill for sure. Like I said, I would actually like to get free stuff for fucking fragrances, but even way, way back in the day, I was basically told that I don't give good enough reviews to get free shit. And it's like, well, I'm not going to give fucking fake reviews. So, unfortunately, my moral high ground has hurt me from getting free shit, unfortunately. Anyway, is this the last question that I'm going to bust out here? Thoughts about the inevitable JoJo Arc Systems fighter? No idea. No idea. No idea about that. Couldn't tell you about that. But anyway, again, thanks for everyone that tuned into the stream. Sucks that the stream cut off originally. That kind of killed the momentum, so to speak. Hopefully more Dragon Ball Fighter Z stuff comes out, or still going down the wrong throat. Hopefully an update for this game comes out, so there's something new to do, whatever. But thanks again for the donation, dude. I appreciate it, and thanks to everyone else who donated. It does help the channel. And if you guys ever want to support it as well, there's the PayPal, Patreon, Snap, Super Chat, whatever it is, blah, blah, blah. If you ever want to share the videos, of course, do that as well. It helps. Yada, yada, yada. So anyway, thanks for tuning into the stream, guys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Later, guys.